Hi, my name is Linda. This is video 2 of my intermediate level instructional yoga videos. You should feel comfortable with my easy level videos before moving forward into the intermediate level. As always, listen to your body, releasing any posture should it feel uncomfortable. Let's begin. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Rock your hips from side to side so you can sit up straight and tall. And just start focusing your attention inwards. Start noticing how the body feels today. Stretch the toes forward and back, getting a gentle stretch in the back of the legs, pressing the back of the knees into the mat. And then when you're ready, pull your feet into a comfortable cross-leg position. Again, rocking your hips from side to side. Lengthen the spine, bring your shoulders back and down, pressing the crown of the head upward. Bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms upward. Inhale, stretch up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gentle stretch to one side. Inhale, back up to center. Keep the length in the spine as you exhale, gentle stretch, opposite side. Inhale, back up to center. Keep the length in the spine as you release your hands, bring your arms down, and bringing your hands any place that's comfortable. Scan the body for any discomfort or tension and adjust yourself however you need to, so that the body is so comfortable that no part pulls your attention to it. And then begin to bring your focus into the breath, noticing everything you can about your natural breathing pattern. And begin to deepen the breath. And move into Dirga breathing, a 3-part breath. Inhaling deeply as you first expand the lower belly, then expanding the rib cage, and then last expanding the upper chest and lungs. And as you exhale, release and contract in the opposite order. Continue in your own rhythm, focusing on those 3 areas. One more deep breath. And then once again, move back into your natural breathing pattern. And set your intention for class today. Silently affirm, it is within my power to be healthy. And silently affirm, it is within my power to be strong. And silently affirm, it is within my power to enjoy peace of mind. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, drop the chin down to the chest. Inhaling, the chin comes towards the right shoulder, continues upward. Exhaling as it comes down towards the left. Continue these neck circles in your own rhythm, coordinating movement with breath. Inhaling as you come up towards the right and exhaling down towards the left. Smooth, comfortable movements without force or strain. One more full circle in this direction. And when your chin once again reaches your chest, let it pause there for a moment. Then with your next inhale, reverse direction. Inhaling as you come up on the left, exhaling down on the right. If any position is uncomfortable, merely bypass that position. And one more full circle in this direction. When your chin once again reaches your chest, pause for a moment and then allow your head to come back to a neutral position. Relax and breathe. Relax your neck completely. Sit up straight and tall. Bring your arms up, palms together. Inhale. Exhaling, right hand comes onto left knee. Gentle twist to the left. Inhale back up to center, palms together. Exhale, gentle stretch to the right, left hand on right knee. Continue in your own rhythm. Keep the spine nice and straight as you twist from side to side. Keep your chin parallel to the mat, not allowing it to raise up or down. One more on each side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the palms down into the chest. Relax and breathe. Relax your shoulders and relax your torso. And we'll stretch the legs out in front of us, rocking your hips again from side to side. This is a simple back stretch. Bring your hands to the outer side of the middle part of your thighs. Elbows are outward. Press out through your heels. Inhale. Exhaling very gently, pull your torso down towards your thighs. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. This is a very gentle, simple movement. A simple back stretch. It's not a force or strain posture in any way. Hold and breathe. And release, bringing the torso back up. You could repeat the thigh position, or if that was very comfortable for you, you can bring it to your hands to the outer part of the calves. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your elbows outward and bring your torso down towards your legs. Neck is nice and relaxed. You're stretching the back not only up and down, but also from side to side. That's why the elbows are pressing outward. Hold and breathe. And release. Again, you can repeat either one of those two positions, but if they were both very comfortable for you, you may want to reach all the way down to the outer part of the ankles. Inhale. Exhale, press your elbows outward as you bring your torso down towards your legs. Hold and breathe. Keep the back of the knees pressed firmly into the mat. Allow the neck to relax and feel the back stretching from side to side as well as up and down. Hold and breathe. And release, bringing the torso back up. Once again, repeat any one of those three positions, the thighs, the calves, or the ankles. Or if all three were very comfortable for you, you may want to reach all the way down to the outside of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, press the elbows outward as you bring your torso down towards your legs. Hold and breathe. Now, keeping your hands in any position that they're in, bring the elbows down and in, and see if you can press them down towards the mat. Hold and breathe. And slowly release. Sitting sideways on the mat, we'll bring our feet as wide apart as we can. Relax here for a moment. Let the inner thigh muscles stretch and release. And bring the palms of your hands to the mat in front of you. Inhale, stretch up, arch back slightly, just enough to engage the abdominals. Exhale and come forward. Inhale, stretch up and arch back. Exhale and come forward. Continue in your own rhythm. Now the next time you exhale and come forward, hold and breathe. And release, bringing the torso back up to center. See if you can readjust your sits bones. Bring the legs a little bit wider now that your body has stretched and released a little. Inhale, stretch up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left leg. Inhale, stretch, lengthening the spine. Exhale, slide the hands down that left leg, bringing your torso over the leg. Hold and breathe. You want to be pressing out through the left heel and pressing the back of the left knee firmly into the mat. Hold and breathe. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the left leg. And release, bring the torso back up into center. Inhale, stretch up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn towards the right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide the hands down, bringing the torso over that right leg. Hold and breathe. Press the back of the knee into the mat. Press out through the right heel. And release. Readjust if you can. Get the legs a little bit wider. So we'll come forward one more time. This time we'll be rocking the pelvis forward. We're trying to reach the lower belly onto the mat first. The lower belly, then the upper belly, then the chest, and then last the chin or the forehead. It can take a while to get to that part, but doing it this way, eventually you will. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, rock the pelvis forward, lead with the lower belly, getting the lower belly down onto the mat first. Hold and breathe. And slowly release, walking your hands back, bringing the torso back up. Take hold of the back of the knees and lowering the feet together. And shake your legs out if you need to. And a knot. And we'll move into table position. If your mat is on a hard surface, you may want to get a blanket to pad your knees, bring it underneath your knees. Wrists directly under shoulders, fingers spread wide apart. Knees directly under hips, knees and feet are hips distance apart. Press down on the palms of your hands so you're lifting away from the mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, first tuck the tailbone under, then suck the belly in, arch the spine up, bring the chin down to the chest. Inhaling, first press the tailbone out behind you, belly drops towards the mat, chest comes forward, chin comes up. Continue cat-cow in your own rhythm, coordinating movement with breath. As you exhale and arch up into cat, you should feel the abdominal muscles strongly engaged. One more cat and one more cow. This posture is also called cat-dog. And then come back to a neutral table position. So we'll walk the hands forward, coming into a Sphinx posture. Elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Wrists are in line with the elbows. Fingers are spread wide apart. Your feet are together, toes pointing behind you, resting on the tops of the feet. With an inhalation, press down on the palms of your hands and on the forearms and pull the torso forward. You should feel the shoulders be pushed back. You're leading forward with the chest. You're actually moving your entire torso forward about an inch or so. Hold and breathe. You should feel the back muscles strongly engaged and the shoulders and the upper arms. And release. Bring your head down. Turn your head to rest comfortably on one cheek. Bring your arms by your side. Hands palms up. And the heels of your feet could splay out to the sides. Now turn your head so that the chin, mouth, or forehead rests on the mat. Bring your feet together and lift your hips up slightly so you can create fists with your hands and bring them underneath. You're pressing down on the tops of the thumbs to keep the hips slightly lifted. Toes are curled under. We're preparing for a plow posture. Preparing for a full locust posture. We'll do one leg at a time and then we'll come into a full locust. Inhale. Raise the right leg as high as you can. Press down on the tops of your thumbs. Hold and breathe. You're not pressing on your chin. You can press down on the left knee and onto the left toes and definitely on the fists, the hands into fists. Hold and breathe. And release. Allow that right leg to come down. Reposition your hips if you need to. Reposition your hands so they're comfortable underneath your hips. And with an inhalation, raise the left leg straight up. Hold and breathe. And allow that left leg to come back down. Reposition your hips. This time we'll come up into a full locust. With an inhalation, press down on your fists. Bring both legs up as high as you can. Hold and breathe. Allow the legs to come down. Release your hands. Turn your head to rest on the opposite cheek from before. Relax and breathe. Turn to face the mat again. Chin, mouth, or forehead. Rest lightly on the mat. Bend your right knee. Take hold of the right foot. Preparing for bow. Bend your left knee. Take hold of the left foot. With an inhalation, raise your head, chest, and shoulders off the mat, and then raise your thighs as high as you can. Hold and breathe. Allow the thighs to come down. Allow the chest, shoulders, and head to come down. Release your right foot. Release your left foot. Bring the palms of your hands underneath your shoulders. Sit back on your heels. Come into stretching child. Stretching child, digging your fingertips into the mat in front of you. Upper inside of your arms are in line with your ears. And keep inching your fingertips forward so you can get a deeper stretch in the arms, the shoulders, and back. And then from stretching child, come into your most restful position of resting child. Arms could be by your side, hands palms up by your feet. Or you can create a pillow with your fists, resting your forehead on that or on your forearms. Any position of resting child that allows you to rest completely. You want the back to round, your shoulders and your elbows to droop down to the mat. Relax and breathe. And bring the torso back up. So we're preparing for a downward facing dog. If you have socks on at this time, you want to take them off so your feet will grip onto the mat. And we'll start the posture from table position. We'll come into a bent knee downward dog first, so curl your toes under. And with an inhalation, raise your hips, your knees are bent strongly. You're pushing back on your hips, resting your belly on your upper thighs, and you're up on the balls of the feet. Move your shoulders slightly outward, away from your ears, away from your spine. And start walking the dog, straightening one knee, pressing that heel towards the mat, releasing and doing the same with the other. Continue this back and forth movement, gently stretching the muscles in the backs of the legs. Your feet and your hands are hips distance apart. And when you're ready, come up high on the balls of the feet, lift the tailbone up as high as you can. Bring your hips back so you're creating a narrowness in the top of the triangle that your body's shaped in. And keeping that narrowness in the top of the triangle, slowly start bringing your heels as close to the mat as you can. Hold and breathe. Elbows are straight but not locked, and weight is evenly distributed across all 5 fingers and the palms of your hands. You're not just pressing into the heels of your hands. Crown of your head is pressing towards your thumbs, and your abdominal muscles are strongly engaged. Anytime you start feeling uncomfortable, come down into a table position or a child pose. Give your body a rest. Always listen to your body. Now we'll take our left foot, bring it towards the right so it's more into the center line of our body. And then raise the right leg as high as you can. Hold and breathe. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch in the back of the left leg. And we'll bring that right leg down, bring the feet again, hips distance apart. And this time we'll move the right foot towards the left so it's more in the center line of the hips. And raise that left leg straight up behind you. Hold and breathe. Allow that left leg to come down. Bring the feet hips distance apart. One last time. Hold in down dog for a moment. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Let them spread out a little bit wider so they're away from the spine. And with your next inhale, walk your feet to your hands. You can keep your knees straight if you like, or bend them. Hang in a comfortable forward fold. Now the knees could bend if you'd like. Hold on to the opposite elbows. Head hangs loose. Neck is relaxed. Back is rounded and relaxed. And release your elbows. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. And pressing down strongly on the soles of the feet to engage the muscles in the legs. Slowly begin to ragdoll up to a standing position. Using the leg muscles, the abdominal muscles, never the lower back. When standing, allow your arms to rest comfortably by your side, palms facing forward. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Relax your wrists and your hands. Relax your legs. Relax and breathe. Allow your body to assimilate all the benefits of the postures we've just done. So the next posture is a right angle pose. In the right angle pose, your body is in the shape of a right angle. So you want to keep your back nice and straight. I'll do it from the side so you can see. Your feet are together. And if it's more comfortable for you for balance, you can have your toes slightly outward. Bring your arms up and interlace your fingers over your head. Keep your arms in line with your ears. Keep your elbows straight and keep your knees straight. Inhale, stretch up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come forward. Press your tailbone out behind you. Suck in the abdominals. Keep the spine nice and straight and come down no further than parallel to the mat. Hold and breathe. Keep the elbows straight, keep the knees straight, and keep the spine straight. Pressing out through the tailbone, pressing out through the crown of the head. Hold and breathe. Feel this very strongly in the back of the legs, and it's also strengthening for the back. Now with your next inhalation, raise the torso, keep the spine nice and straight. And as you exhale, release the hands and bring your arms down. Bring your feet a comfortable distance apart. Rest your hands on your belly. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Relax your legs. And standing towards the front edge of the mat, prepared for Warrior One, your feet are hips distance apart. Bend your knees, bring your fingertips down to the mat, and take a deep step back onto the toes of the right foot. You want your heel up off of the mat, and you want to get your balance in this position. If you need to, you can bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart. Check that your left knee is in line with the left ankle, that it's not reaching forward. And then when you feel balanced in this position, raise the torso, bring your hands onto your hips. Now drop your hips downward, press out through the right heel and straighten the right knee. Keep your shoulders directly over your hips. Your left leg is in a right angle. You can stay with your hands right here on your hips, or you can bring your arms into a strong V position. If you do, you may want to arch your back slightly. Bring your gaze either slightly upward or forward where the ceiling meets the wall. Pressing out strongly through your fingertips, keeping the muscles in the arms fully engaged. Hold and breathe. One more deep breath. And bring the palms of your hands onto that left thigh. Lean the torso forward. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. And shake your left leg out if you need to. And we're prepared to do the opposite side. Get your feet hips distance apart. Bend your knees, fingertips down to the mat. Take a deep step back onto the toes of the left foot. Check the position of your right knee, that it's directly over the right ankle. Get balanced. Once you feel balanced, raise the torso, bring your hands onto your hips. Now drop your hips downward, press out through the left heel, straighten the left knee. Shoulders directly over hips. You can stay right here with your hands on your hips, or you can bring your arms into a strong V position. Strong V position means you're pressing out strongly through the fingertips, engaging all the muscles in your arms, pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. Back is slightly arched. Gaze is slightly upward. Hold and breathe. One more deep breath. Allow the hands to come onto that right thigh. Lean the torso forward. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. and then shake the legs out. So the next posture combines a leg stretch and also a balancing posture. So the easy crane. If you have rings with stones on, you don't want to turn them backwards. If you can't reach your toes comfortably, you may want to place a block directly in front of your foot. So we're balancing on the top of our hands and our knuckles. Feet are together. Bend forward. Take hold of the toes of the right foot, usually the little pinky toe and the big toe. You're pressing your knuckles and the tops of your fingers into the mat. Arms are straight, right knee is straight. Now from this position, start testing your balance. Bring your weight onto your right foot and lift the toes of the left foot up. See if you are balanced. Once you feel balanced, raise that left leg straight up and back behind you. Hold and breathe. And allow the left leg to come down. Release your right foot. Bring the torso up and shake the right leg out before we do the opposite side. So if you need to, you can bring a block directly underneath, directly in front of the foot for an easier reach. But if you do that, make sure it's right in front of the foot and not far away from the foot. Bring the feet together. Get balanced on both feet first. And then bend forward. Take hold of the toes of the left foot. Press the tops of the fingers and the knuckles into the mat. Straighten the left knee, straighten the elbows. And then shift your weight onto that left foot. Start testing your balance by inching the right toes up and down. Once you feel balanced, bring that right leg straight back and up behind you. Don't let it shift over to the side. It'll throw you off balance. Hold and breathe. And allow the right leg to come back down. Release your left toes and bring the torso back up. Shake the legs out. And we'll come back to a seated position on the mat. So bend your knees, bring your fingertips down, bring the left foot behind the right, and then walk your hands back as you ease your hips down, coming back into a seated position. So we'll bring our heels to the front edge of the mat and we'll roll down into a lying down position. Preparing for the plow. Come down nice and straight using the abdominals. If you need to, use your hands and elbows so you can bring the torso down straight. Rock your shoulders together so you create space at the base of the neck. Bend your knees into your chest. Arms are by your side and your hands are palms down. And with an inhalation, straighten the legs and bring the hips up as you bring your legs back over your head. Now you may want to rock your shoulders again together. The way you do that in this position, bring the weight onto one shoulder, tuck in the other one, then bring the weight onto that shoulder and tuck in the opposite one again. Never use the back of the head. Walk your feet back as far as you can. If you'd like, you can take your hands and bring them onto your back for support and hold and breathe.
To release the posture, if you're holding onto your back, you can bring your arms down, hands, palms down, and slowly start rolling the hips down. You may want to press onto the upper back part of your head a little bit so there's no strain on your neck, and then slowly bring your legs down. Relax and breathe. And once again, rock your shoulders together, preparing for bridge posture. Arms are by your side. Bend your right knee, bring the sole of the foot onto the mat by your hips. Bend your left knee, sole of the foot onto the mat by your hips. Your feet and your knees are hips distance apart. Rock your shoulders together. Create that space right at the base of the neck. That's right where that point is, where your cervical spine reaches the thoracic spine. Arms are by your side, hands are palms down by your feet. With an inhalation, press down on the soles of the feet and lift your hips as high as you can. Keep your knees hips distance apart. Don't let them splay outward. Your neck is long and relaxed. You're not scrunching your chin into your chest. And once you've raised your hips, again, rock your shoulders. Put the weight on one shoulder, tuck in the opposite one. And do that over and over again until you're in a comfortable position. Keep pressing down strongly on the soles of the feet to keep the hips lifted. And if you'd like, you can interlace your fingers underneath your hips. If you do this, you may want to rock your shoulders and your upper arms closer together. Press the knuckles towards the heels of your feet and keep your hips lifted. Keep your neck long and relaxed. Hold and breathe. To release the posture, if your fingers are interlaced, unlace them. Bring your arms again by your side, hands, palms down. Now this time we're going to come down starting at the top of the back by rocking the shoulders outward, bringing the top of the back down, then bringing the middle back down, then allowing the lower back to come down, and then last the hips come down. Once the hips are comfortably on the mat, straighten the right leg and slowly bring it down. Straighten the left leg and slowly bring it down. Relax and breathe, arms comfortably by your side, palms facing upward, feet splayed outward. And bring the feet together once again. Rock your shoulders together and under you. Preparing for wind relieving posture, bending the right knee, bringing it into the chest. You can interlace your fingers either behind the thigh or across that right shin. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, squeeze that right thigh tightly into the torso. Hold and breathe. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Now begin pressing out through your left heel and press out so strongly that that left leg has no choice but to rise an inch or two off the mat. Once it does, allow your head and shoulders to come up, bringing your nose towards your right knee. Press out through your right heel, press out through your left heel. Keep the right foot in line with the right knee. Shoulders pulled down away from the ears. Hold and breathe. If the abdominals are strong and you'd like to work them, you can hold this posture as you release your arms. Hold and breathe. And feel free to go back and forth. If you want to try a few seconds, releasing with your arms, try it and then go back to holding it on. That's fine. That's how you get stronger. Allow the head and shoulders to come down. Allow the left leg to come down. Release your hands, straighten the right leg, and slowly bring it down. Reposition your hips and shoulders. We'll do the opposite side, bending the left knee into the chest, interlacing fingers either behind the thigh or across the shin. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, tightly squeeze that left thigh into the torso. Hold and breathe. Keep the shoulders pulled down. Begin pressing out through the heel of the right foot until that right leg rises just an inch or so off the mat. When it does, raise the torso, nose towards the left knee. Check the position that the left foot is in line with the left knee, not curving inward. Press out through both heels. Hold and breathe. And again, if you'd like, release the arms. Head and shoulders comes back down. Right leg comes down. Release your hands. Straighten your left leg. And slowly bring it down. Relax and breathe. And bring your arms straight out from your shoulders. This is a T position. Your hands are palms down. Or you can bend your elbows. Hands are palms up. This is a cactus position. Raise your left leg straight up. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left leg over to the floor on the right. If your arms are in the T position, you can see if you can hold your left toes in your right hand. Both shoulders are firmly planted onto the mat, especially the left shoulder when you're twisting to the right. And you can turn your head to the left. Hold and breathe. And release, bringing that left leg straight up, and then slowly bring it down. Reposition your hips and shoulders. We'll do the opposite side. This time raising the right leg straight up. Inhale. Exhaling, bring that right leg over towards the floor on the left. If your hands are in the T position, see if you can hold on to the right toes with your left hand. Turn your head to the right and keep your right shoulder firmly planted onto the mat. Hold and breathe. And raise the right leg back up and slowly bring it down to the mat. Bring your arms a comfortable position by your side, palms facing upward. Your arms should be about a foot, foot and a half away from the torso. Bring your feet 1 to 2 feet apart from each other. Feet splayed out to the side, legs resting gently on the outer calves. Adjust your hips and shoulders so you're firmly grounded and supported on the mat. And very gently turn the head from side to side. And then bring it back to center. Relax and breathe.
And feel free to relax in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for joining me. Namaste.